Hello and welcome everybody to the High Rollers for October 22. Now this is kind of late here in November, and this might come out on the Thanksgiving holidays, I'm not sure, but I wanted to let you guys know I'm still here. I'm going full throttle with family right now and everything else going on in the world and new house and move, and we're still getting stuff and it's like unpacked and out of storage, and it's just, my life is chaos right now, which is, I wouldn't have it any other way. Come on, let's face it, it's great. It's great having to be really busy. So like here's an example of stuff that's going on just right here, literally on my table. Like these are just a bunch of ceramics. I was in my mind, I'm going to do some more ceramic videos. I'm going to put in another order for some more custom ceramics. I don't know when, but it's all in the work. There's just tons of stuff everywhere, you know, speaking of ceramics, making videos about ceramics. So that said, buckle up. It's still, I'm working through efficiency and trying to get all this stuff done. We're going to dive into the high rollers, and I want to talk a little bit about high rollers real quick. This, from a buyer standpoint, this isn't by any means a standard you should use to measure your purchases. These are the highest selling chips, which means from a buyer standpoint, not the best deals. Okay, from a seller standpoint, this is kind of the cream of the crop. This is the max you could ever possibly hope to expect. And this is just a snapshot in time, 1 month. And it will vary from year to year. So that's why I'm making this kind of to have a document of how much things are going for. So we're going to start here with number 10. And like I was saying, you know, this one sold for $452. Sands $5 Casino Chip, Las Vegas, Nevada, 15th issue. You can see lovely $5 Baccarat chip right here, house mold. Now, if you compare this to another sale that sold for around, I think it was $64, and you look at these two, the chips are interesting. This one that sold for $452 has a little nick in it. It's sold in a little capsule. It's presented very well. It's clean. The other one is not clean. It looks very rounded and worn. So the condition of the chip plays a huge part in it. Also, the reputation of the seller makes a difference. So just remember, you know, this video is the high rollers, not the best deals from October 2022. So, I mean, the chip is in itself lovely. I really like these Sands chips. Number 9, we have the Las Vegas, Nevada Casino Chip $1,000 Sands Hotel, 16th issue, 1970s. So this is just like that last one I showed you, except it's the $1,000 chip. Notice how it sold for $3 more, and it's the $1,000 chip. I think that's interesting. Something I love about these Sands chip, these are the Baccarat chips, all right? I'm not sure if those would command a premium. I always like to look for the non-Baccarat versions, just the plain versions. But a $1,000 chip from the Sands, this to me really defines the modern chip. And this came out in the 70s, and look at it. It has that house mold, lovely house mold. The inlay, which is just the right mix of branding and subtlety, and look at these edge spots. This is a stunning, modern-looking chip. If this came out today, everyone would be like, oh yeah, it looks like a normal chip that you would find on the strip. You could argue that, well, now they go with bigger inlays. Yeah, that's true. You know, so maybe it has that working against it, but I love these Sands chips. I feel like they were way ahead of their time. Number 8, we have the Golden Gate Club $100 Casino Chip, Las Vegas, Nevada, $503.98, sold on October 16th. So we went from that very modern looking chip to something that looks a little more dated. It has the H mold right here. I think it's called the HCE mold. 3 edge spots. And look at this. Is that like a lavender, or is that like a really light blue? Maybe some sort of really blurple lavender. And it says Golden Gate Club. Notice how they try to put some gold with the sun there, because the bridge is not golden color. One of these days, I just want one of these tech giants. Google, can you paint the Golden Gate Bridge gold for once, please? We just want to see it gold. All right, the chip is fine. It's lovely. Look at the sun setting there with the Golden Gate Bridge. It's a beautiful $100 chip. Number 7, we have the Las Vegas, Nevada Casino Chip $5 Fremont Hotel 1950s. This was listed at $995, but they accepted the best offer of $550, and it sold on October 3rd. This is a classic. This is called the Aero Diamond mold, but this is a classic bold chip that I really like. They even got it back in the 50s when this was made. Look at the contrast of those big, thick black edge spots. The Fremont Hotel pictured on the inlay. The branding is just phenomenal. This is a beautiful, amazing chip with lots of history. Fabulous. I mean, this is an amazing chip. Number 6, we have, it seems like a regular here on the high rollers. It seems like one of these, somebody has all of these and they must be selling them off once a month because every month there's one on here. The 1960s Railroad Pass $25 vintage casino chip, Clark County, Nevada, Black Train Old. And looking at this thing, I mean, it's exactly like what we've seen in the past. You know, the little train that could just making it over the hill, or like it's winding up, like it's about to just take off, like a cartoon style Railroad Pass casino, Boulder City, Nevada, with the horseshoe mold. I mean, it's just absolutely wonderful. And again, 3 big bulging edge spots, because they're big. $565 on October 1st, the beginning of the month. Number 5, we're looking at Las Vegas, Nevada casino chip, $1,000 Sands Hotel, 16th issue, 1970s. So this one sold on October 14th for $590. Remember what I was saying about the Sands having these really modern looking chips? This is no exception in my mind. The bright colors here with the white and the green, double edge spots on those the quadruple double edge spot. I mean, it's just absolutely stunning. This is not the Baccarat version. This is actually just the table game version. And to me, this is just stunning. I really, really like these Sands chips. I can blather on about that forever, but very, very modern looking and very beautiful collectible chip here. Number 4, we have the Landmark Casino $1 chip token 1960-70 Burgundy Las Vegas Hotel Vintage. It has the hat and cane mold with the lovely Landmark Space Needle inspired building, which I think ended up being a convention center parking lot for many years. I think there's actually new convention center construction on this site. Either way, it's a lovely chip. Let me know what you think about this price. Number 3, and probably my most favorite on the list, Tangier's Casino Las Vegas, Nevada, $500 movie prop chip, Casino 1995, $760, sold on October 23rd. I'm sure this audience, I don't need to introduce Casino with Robert De Niro. Was it Joe Pesci? It's fun seeing him like in Casino and then watching him like in Home Alone at the end of the year. Anyway, I love this chip, $500 movie chip, and it came from Spinetti's, all right? So this isn't just some rando seller. This is legit Casino, a movie prop. So you could argue technically it's not a real Casino chip, so why is it on your high rollers list? Because it's awesome, that's why. So let me know your thoughts about this. Happy memories watching Casino. Well, it's kind of intense. I mean, it's gets your heart going, you know, the cowboy and all sorts of interesting things that went on pre-corporate Vegas. I guess crazy things still go on there. And the final thing I want to mention is I always think of, I hate to say it, the Grand Tour. I always think of Jeremy Clarkson in Mongolia in the middle of nowhere, just pretending to be like Robert De Niro. I'm the food and beverage manager. And that moves us on to number 2, the big hitters here. Las Vegas, Nevada casino chip, $5 Frontier, 1967, first issue. It was listed at $2,500 and they accepted the best offer of $950 on October 3rd. And this is just an amazing Frontier hotel. I've seen these before with the triple edge spots that are inlaid. So there's the yellow inside the blue edge spots, H mold. I love the F. I mentioned this before. It's like they try to take all the suits and just put them into one. It's like a club and a spade shapes there with diamonds and heart shapes. Let's just put it all into one F. F for Frontier Hotel. Not because somebody died in Fortnite. Las Vegas, Nevada casino chip. So, I mean, this one seems pretty cool. I don't know about the price. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And that brings us to number 1, and we're back to the Sands. Las Vegas, Nevada casino chip, $1,000 Sands. 1970s, 15th issue, rare, sold for $3,000. It was listed for $25,000, and this sold on October 14th. And, you know, I already mentioned the mold. This is not the Baccarat version. This is just a normal table game version. Seems like it's an okay shape. The triple edge spots, the green, blue, and yellow. I mean, what can I say about it? It's It's an amazing chip. And again, I don't know about the price. You see other Sans $1,000 chips go for less, but this one is that previous version, which I just don't see a ton of. So again, it's on the high rollers, probably for a reason. If I've missed something obvious, let us know in the comments below. Let me have it. I sometimes can do limited amounts of research. Another problem I ran into is I noticed one sale at least that I initially was watching at the beginning of November. I was like, oh wow, this is going to make the high rollers. But it looks like it was canceled out. I can't find it on eBay. So it looks like at least one of them was, the sale did not go through. As usual, excited to read the comments. If you have any requests or questions, ask in the comments below. You can always visit me on pokerchipforum.com. And I should thank my patrons now. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. You can support me on Patreon. It's just general support. I post a few behind-the-scenes pictures and updates. You can also support me by visiting my Amazon shop. I have some poker-themed, some casino-themed items for sale on that shop. I am an Amazon associate. I make proceeds from qualifying purchases. Thank you, everybody, for watching and commenting and participating. I am going to be back in the next one.